Hi, my name is Julie, the hand behind the Indigo Handmade Design channel. In today's tutorial I'm going to show you how to make this romper. And while you are here, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, smash that like button and ring the bell so you get notified every time I post a new tutorial. For this tutorial I'm going to use cotton yarn, to work with a between 3 and 4 millimeter hook. It has 50 grams, 125 meters. Then you are going to need some sewing thread and sewing needle, yarn needle, a measuring tape, elastic band, stitch marker, buttons, a 4.5 millimeter hook only for the starting chain, and for the rest a 3.5 millimeter hook. Okay, and you will also need a pair of scissors. Okay, so now let's jump into the tutorial. Okay, so now for the measurements. You are going to measure your hips and your bust, and the wider measurement, it's the measurement you are going to use. So in my case I have the same measurement here and here, so 90. Okay, centimeters. And we are going to make 2 panels for the back and for the front. On the back we are going to make a pattern, and on the front we are going to work in only double crochets. So you need the same measurement. And I want my romper to be a little bit loose, so my panel, it's going to be 53 centimeters wide. And you will also need to measure yourself from the armpit to your shoulder for the arm openings, and from the armpit till your lower waist, and you will also need to measure your waistline around your belly button for the elastic band. And then measure yourself from the belly button to your crotch. And this length here, this length here is going to be 38 centimeters. Okay, now go ahead and make a gauge swatch. So in my case I have 14 stitches, so double crochets for 10 centimeters and 8 rows also for 10 centimeters. Now you have to calculate your measurement and how much stitches you are going to need. Now I need 73 stitches for my size. because the pattern we are going to work on the back side, it's a multiple of 8 plus 1. So that's why 73 stitches. And I'm going to start making a chain, so 75 chains. Okay. Also check the info box down below. Everything I forgot to say or show, I'm going to put in the description box down below. So after making your gauge swatch, you have to block for the right measurement, and then we are going to start with the back panel. And for this I'm going to show you the pattern on a smaller swatch. See here, this is the pattern. So as I said, it's a multiple of 8 plus 1. So in my case, I've chained 75. I've made 75 chains, and then you have to go back in your 4th loop from the chain and work your pattern. And I've worked from here till my armpit. So here's my arm opening, right? I've worked 27 rows, and then we are going to start decreasing for the armpit and also for our back opening. It has a V shape, and these two portion here we are going to work separately. So first you are going to work this one, and after that you are going to work this one, and everything you make here you are also going to make on this side. Okay, so let me show you the pattern. Now with my 4.5mm crochet hook, I'm going to show you a small swatch, a small sample. So I'm going to chain 19, go ahead and chain the amount you need for your size. Now take your 3.5mm hook then go back in the 4th chain from the hook and make a double crochet, so this is going to be your first double crochet and the second double crochet, and now make 1 double crochet in each chain till the end of the row. Okay, so here is my last stitch, my last double crochet. Now chain 4, this counts as a double crochet plus chain 1, and then skip 1 stitch and go in the next stitch and make 1 double crochet, then chain 1, skip 1, and in the next stitch another double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, and in the next double crochet. And this is how you are going to work till the end of the row. You are going to end your row with a double crochet, so this is our second row. Now chain 3, turn your work and make 1 double crochet in this 1 chain space, and another double crochet in the previous double crochet, and double crochet in the 1 chain space, and work like this till the end of the row. Now double crochet in the double crochet in the gap, and 1 double crochet in the 3rd chain. Now row 4, chain 3, turn your work, and in the same stitch make another 2 double crochets, chain 1, skip 3, and in the next make 1 double crochet, chain 1, and another double crochet in the same stitch. Now chain 1, skip 3, and in the next make 5 double crochets, so in the same stitch 5 double crochets, chain 1, skip 3, and in the next stitch we are going to make the V stitch, so double crochet, chain 1, and double crochet in the same stitch. And this is how you are going to work till the end of the row, and at the end you are going to make 3 double crochets. Now chain 3, turn your work, and make 1 double crochet in the next stitch, and another double crochet in the next stitch. And now in this 1 chain space we are going to make 1 double crochet, chain 2, and another double crochet in the same gap, like V over V, and now 5 double crochets in the next 5 stitches, so 1 double crochet in each double crochet from the previous row, and now make the V in the V stitch, so double crochet, chain 2 and another double crochet in the same V stitch, and this is how you are going to work till the end of the row. You are going to end your row by making 3 double crochets, now chain 3, and we are going to work together these double crochets from the previous row, just like so, and now chain 2, and in the V make a V stitch, so double crochet, chain 2 and another double crochet, and now we are going to chain 2 and then work these 5 double crochets together, so yarn over, go in your first double crochet without finishing it, just like so. Now I have 6 loops on my hook, yarn over and go through your first 5 loops, yarn over and go through the next 2 loops and chain 2, and in the V make a V stitch, so double crochet, chain 2, double crochet, and this is how you are going to work till the end of the row. And in the end you are going to work only 3 double crochets together, so yarn over and go in your first double crochet, yarn over the next double crochet, yarn over and go in the 3rd chain and close your 3 loops first and then close the next 2 loops. This is our row 6. And now you are going to start repeating your pattern. So now row 7, it's going to be your row 1. Now chain 3, turn your work, and in this 2 chain space you are going to make 2 double crochets and 1 double crochet in the double crochet and 1 double crochet in this gap and 1 double crochet in the double crochet, and here you are going to make 2 double crochets and 1 double crochet in the stitch, and in the gap 2 double crochets, and now the V stitch, 1 double crochet in the double crochet, 1 double crochet in the gap and 1 double crochet in the double crochet, and this is how you are going to work till the end of the row. And then you are going to repeat row 2 and then row 3 and row 4 and work like this till you reach your length, so in my case 27 rows. And then I'll meet you back for the decreasing for the armpit and the V opening. Okay, so now I've made my 27 rows and I put on a stitch marker in the middle of my panel. Now here is how we are going to decrease for the armpit and for the V opening. Go ahead and make a screenshot. Okay, so now you are going to slip stitch till your V-stitch and then chain 3, and you are going to make 1 double crochet in the next 5 double crochets. And in the V-stitch you are going to make a V-stitch, so double crochet, chain 2 and another double crochet in the same stitch. You are going to have 3 V-stitches in total, and then we are going to make 7 double crochets in the next stitch. So in the next stitch, so make 1 double crochet in the first double crochet from the previous row, and then another double crochet in the next stitch from the previous row, and work like this till the end of the row, and you are going to end up having 7 double crochets. Then we are going to decrease for the neck opening, so chain 2, turn your work and make 1 double crochet in the next stitch, and this is our decrease, and then make 1 double crochet in each double crochet, and then in the V-stitch you are going to make a V-stitch, so double crochet, chain 2 and another double crochet in the same stitch, chain 2, and now we are going to work 5 double crochets together. So first you are going to close up your 5 loops and then the next 2 loops and chain 2, and in the next V-stitch another V-stitch, and to work like this till the end of the row. And now at the end of our row we are going to work the last 2 stitches together. Just like so. And now row 3, chain 2, turn your work and make 1 double crochet in the next double crochet. This was our decrease, and now make 1 double crochet in the double crochet from the previous row. So this is basically the repeat of our first row from the pattern. And at the end you are going to make another decrease, so your last 2 stitches, and row 4 start with chain 2, turn your work, and in the next double crochet make 1 double crochet. So this was our decrease, and now another double crochet in the next stitch, chain 1, skip 1, and double crochet in the next stitch. And this is the repeat of our second row from the pattern, and this is how you are going to decrease for your back panel, so for the armpit and for the V opening. Here is my last decrease for the armpit. So we are going to crochet 2 stitches together, and now chain 3, turn your work and make 1 double crochet in each stitch. And now you are going to decrease only in the middle, so for the V opening. Now I let you on your own, and go ahead and make your back panel, finish your back panel as I'm showing you here, doing your decreases on each side from the back panel, and you're going to end up having 12 double crochet on each side. Okay, so for the front panel, go ahead and chain 75, or the amount chain you need for your size, and then we are going to work in double crochets. So I have here 73 double crochets, and I've made 16 rows of double crochets. Then go ahead and put a stitch marker in the middle of your row, because now we are going to split our work. Okay, so here 16 rows double crochet and now we are going to split in the middle, and we are going to work another 11 rows of double crochet. So on this side 11 rows, and on this side 11 rows. And after making our 11 rows, we are going to start decreasing for the armpit. Okay, so make your front panel, put a stitch marker in the middle, and then you are going to work first this side 11 rows, and I'll meet you back when I have my 11 rows, and then we are going to decrease for the armpit and V opening on the front side. Okay, so now I've made my 11 rows after splitting my work. So we have now 27 rows in total of double crochet, because here on the back side we also have 27 rows. So now we are going to start decreasing for the armpit and for the neck opening, okay? And for this, so we are going to make our first row and start decreasing for the neck opening. So for this, chain. Yeah, you can make a screenshot if you need to. So now chain 2, turn your work and go in your second stitch and make a double crochet. So this is our decreasing, and then we are going to make double crochets till you have 6 stitches left. So here is my last stitch, and now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stitches left, and now we are going to decrease these 2 stitches. So we are going to work these 2 stitches together. Okay, yarn over and pull through 3, and now to start your second row we are going to decrease again. So chain 2, turn your work and make 1 double crochet in your next stitch. So this is going to be your next stitch, and here is how we are going to decrease. Okay, so now make double crochets till you have 2 more stitches left. So if you need to mark your stitch, your last stitch, you can use a stitch marker. So see, this is your last stitch, and you have to make double crochets till here, and then we are going to work these 2 stitches together. So now we already made the first row, and now we are on our second row. So now go ahead, I let you on your own. Now go ahead and work this row here, and then 2 more rows, decreasing on on this part here, and for the armpit, so we have for the armpit 4 rows in total, and after that you are going to decrease only for the neck opening. Okay, so only on this side for the neck opening, and then your last row you have to work only double crochet. So we have 12 double crochets here. Your last row is going to be without decreasing. So you see here on the back panel we have 12 stitches, so 12 double crochets, and this is the same amount you have to make for the also for the front panels. So we are going to decrease still here, row 16 and row 17 only double crochets without decreasing, and then you have to attach your yarn here. So here is the middle of our work. So we are going to attach your yarn here, and then work first your 11 rows of double crochets without decreasing, and after that you have to start decreasing for the armpit and for the V opening. Okay, so now I've made my front panel, as you see, and now we have to sew our front and our back panel together, and for this you have to lay your panels the right side facing each other, and we are going to sew our shoulders together. So go ahead and thread your needle and just sew your panel. So pick up the back loop from the first panel and the front loop from your second panel, and work like this till the end of your 12 double crochets, and do the same on the other side. And then you have to sew your sides together, so the back and the front panel on the side, and I'll meet you back when I'm done. Okay, so now I've made my sewing, and we are going to start working for the elastic band, and for this so make a slip knot and go in the front loop only, So we are going to work our next row of double crochets only in the front loop. So chain 3, and this counts as a double crochet, and then in the next stitch work 1 double crochet in the front loop only, and in the next stitch another double crochet in the front loop, and work like this till the end of the row. Now make your row, and in the end you are going to slip stitch in the third loop, and then chain 3, and now we are going to make our next row of double crochets by working in the back loop this time. So 1 double crochet in each double crochet in the back loop only, and do like this till the end of the row, and then slip stitch in the third loop. And now cut your yarn and leave a very long tail, because we are going to sew together. So thread your needle and then fold your work for the elastic band. So you are going to fold these 2 rows together, and you are going to sew in the back loop from your first double crochet rows. So pick up stitches from your second row and the back loop from your first row of double crochets, and sew like this till the end of the row. Okay, so now go ahead and attach your yarn in the middle of your back panel. So chain 3, this counts as a double crochet, and now make 1 double crochet in each double crochet, and work like this till the end of the row. And now we are going to close our row, so go in the third loop and make a slip stitch, chain 3, turn your work, and you are going to make 1 double crochet in each double crochet, and we are going to work 4 rows in total. And you have to turn your work every time you end up your row. So I'll meet you back when I've made my 4 rows. Now for row 5, chain 3 again, turn your work, this counts as a double crochet, and then make 1 double crochet in the next 8 double crochets. So you are going to have 9 double crochets in total, and then we are going to increase. So make 2 double crochets in the same stitch. So here I have 9 double crochets, and then stitch 10 it's going to be an increase, and now work another 9 double crochets, and the next stitch it's going to be an increase, and work like this till the end of the row, and then close your row with the slip stitch in the 3rd chain. So now here I've made my 20 rows of double crochets, and so row 1 to row 4 you are going to double crochet in each stitch, and then row 5 you are going to make your increases, and then work. So see here, so 4 rows without increasing, then row 5 increase, then 4 rows without increasing, row 10 increase, and row 15 you have to increase again. So I've increased 3 times, and then I've worked another 4 rows without increasing, and I've counted my chains, so I have a total of 192 double crochets. So go ahead and put a stitch marker in the middle. Now we are going to separate for the legs, and for this you have to chain 20. So, and here is my stitch marker. Go in this double crochet and slip stitch, and now chain 3, put away the stitch marker. This counts as a double crochet, and now we are going to work 1 double crochet in each double crochet from the previous row. So in my case I have 96 double crochets. So I meet you back when I have my 96 double crochets. And now we are going to work our 20 double crochets, because we've chained 20, so we have to pick up 20 double crochets, so 1 double crochet in each chain, and at the end of the row you have to make a slip stitch in your 3rd chain. So here is my last double crochet, Now in the third chain make a slip stitch, chain 3, turn your work, and now you have to make 1 double crochet in each double crochet from the previous row. So I'm going to have a total of 116 double crochets, and I'm going to work 10 rows of double crochets in total. So I'm going to work this off camera, and on the other side you have to make the same. Make sure you have the same stitch amount of double crochets. So in my case 116, 10 rows of double crochets, and then I'll meet you back when I'm done. Okay, so now we are going to start working for the front opening. So I'm going to put 5 buttons on. I've already put on my stitch marker, and you're going to start on the right side of your work. So make a single crochet in your first stitch, and now here in this gap you are going to make 2 single crochets, and 1 single crochet in the row, 2 single crochets in the gap, and 1 single crochet in the row, and work like this till you reach your other stitch marker. Here in the middle you are going to work 3 stitches together. Now I've reached the end of the other side, so I've worked 1 row of single crochets, and I'm going to place my buttons like this. Now if you have bigger buttons you have to adjust the chain count. So for my buttons I'm going to chain 1, 2, 3 and 4, and then turn my work Now we are going to create the button space. Skip 2 stitches and in the 3rd stitch make 1 single crochet, and then in the next 2 stitches another 2 single crochets. And now chain again 4, skip 2 and make 1 single crochet in the next stitch and another single crochet in the next and another single crochet in the next stitch. And I'm going to repeat this another 3 times, so 5 buttonholes in total. So now I have my 5 buttonholes. Now make single crochets till you reach your middle. And now we are going to crochet 3 stitches together. Just like so. And now we are going to work 1 single crochet in each stitch till the end of the row. Now I'm at the end of the row and we are going to work on the edging for the neck opening. And make single crochets. And we are going to make 2 single crochets in each row, so in each decrease that we've made on the front and on the back panel. Work like this till you reach the other side of your front panel. And here is going to be your last single crochet. And now for the edging we are going to make some picots. So chain 1, turn your work, and make 1 single crochet in your very first stitch and another single crochet in the next stitch and another single crochet in the next stitch. And now we are going to make our picot. So chain 3, go back in your first chain and slip stitch, and now we are going to make 3 single crochets and then another picot. So chain 3 again, and in your first chain you are going to make a slip stitch, 3 single crochets, and another picot. And this is how we are going to work till the end of the row. Okay, so now I let you on your own and make this row of picot stitches around the neck opening. Then chain 1 and cut your yarn, secure your work, place your buttons and sew your buttons on. And after that you have to make one row of single crochets around your armholes, and always putting 2 single crochet in the double crochet row, and then go ahead and make one row of picot stitches around your leg opening. So I've already made mine. Now sew in all of your working threads and then you are done. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Leave a comment if you have any questions or check the description box down below. Have fun in making this romper. You can share your projects with me on my social media. You can find me on Pinterest, Instagram, Facebook, Indigo Handmade Design, and you can join my Facebook group, also Indigo Handmade Design, and I see you in my next tutorial. Bye bye.